You've probably been told to figure it all out, to have a plan, to set goals, to map your life like a road trip with no wrong turns, as if certainty is the prize, and anything less is failure. You've been told that if you work hard enough, prepare enough, control enough, you'll finally arrive at a life that feels safe, predictable, complete. And so you try, you plan, you overthink, you play out every possible scenario in your head, again and again, believing that somewhere in that loop you'll find peace. But the peace never comes. Instead, you feel exhausted, tired from managing everything that can't be managed, tired from carrying a weight that was never yours to hold. And still, underneath it all, a quiet fear whispers, what if things go wrong? What if I can't handle it? What if I'm not enough? But here's the truth. Most of what you fear will never happen, and most of what will happen, you'll never see coming. Because life isn't a puzzle to be solved. It's a wave to ride. It's a season that shifts. It's a story that's constantly being rewritten, with or without your permission. And the more you try to control it, the more it controls you. But there's another way, a quieter, freer, more courageous way to live. You let go. You stop gripping so tightly. You stop needing to know every answer, every outcome. You learn to live inside the question, to breathe inside uncertainty. Not with panic, but with trust. Because when you embrace uncertainty, life doesn't fall apart. It begins to flow. And when you stop caring about everything, you finally make space for the things that truly matter. This is the art of not caring, and it might just change everything. We are creatures of habit, of order, of certainty. We like plans. We like knowing what's next. We like the illusion that if we just do everything right, life will reward us with stability. From an early age, we're taught to avoid risk, to play it safe, to follow the rules, to make the right choices, not because they feel right to us, but because they promise a future we can predict. We become obsessed with control. We try to control our time, our relationships, our careers, even our emotions. We analyze, we forecast, we rehearse conversations in our heads and replay mistakes we can't undo. And yet, we're still anxious, still restless, still haunted by the feeling that we're missing something. Because here's the thing, control is comforting, but it's not real. It's a story we tell ourselves to feel safe. But life doesn't follow scripts. People change, opportunities appear and vanish, plans fall apart, and no matter how hard we try, we can't micromanage the future into obedience. Control promises peace, but delivers pressure. It convinces you that if anything goes off track, it's your fault, that you weren't careful enough, smart enough, prepared enough. But maybe the problem isn't you. Maybe the problem is believing that life is something you're supposed to master, instead of something you're meant to move through. Because the more you cling to control, the more life feels like a threat. But when you start to release your grip, just a little, you begin to realize it was never about controlling everything. It was about learning how to stay calm when you can't. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video. Your support helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the video. Uncertainty isn't a flaw in the system. It is the system. Everywhere you look in nature, uncertainty reigns. The sky doesn't ask for permission before changing. The tides don't apologize for shifting. The seasons come and go without needing a plan. We call it chaos, but maybe it's just life doing what life does, evolving, adapting, moving forward without knowing what's next. Somewhere along the way, we began to believe that certainty is the standard, that a good life is a predictable life, that if we're uncomfortable with the unknown, something must be wrong. But the discomfort doesn't mean something is wrong. It means you're alive. It means you're paying attention. It means you're standing on the edge of something real, something not yet defined. The Stoic philosophers knew this. They reminded themselves daily. Some things are in our control, others are not. And peace begins when we understand the difference. You can't control what someone else thinks. You can't control the economy, or the weather, or the past. You can't even fully control how you'll feel tomorrow. But what you can control is how you respond, what you choose to carry, what you choose to let go of. When you accept that uncertainty is part of the deal, something amazing happens. You stop fighting it. You stop interpreting every unknown as a threat. And you start allowing space for something better than certainty, possibility. Because in the end, it's uncertainty that makes space for surprise, for growth, for change. It's what makes life vivid and worth living. When we say the art of not caring, it's easy to misunderstand. It's not about being indifferent to life or shutting down your feelings. It's about choosing where to place your energy and attention. We live in a world full of noise, opinions, expectations, distractions. Every day, hundreds of things demand you care about them, but not everything deserves your care. The art lies in learning to care deeply about what truly matters, your values, your goals, your peace, and letting go of the rest. Not caring doesn't mean you're cold or selfish. It means you're wise. You know that caring about every criticism, every setback, every little uncertainty drains your spirit. It's like holding water in your hands. If you try to grip it tightly, it slips away faster. But if you open your hands and relax, you can let it flow and still keep what's important. By not caring about what you can't control, you free yourself from the weight of constant worry and expectation. You stop living in reaction to every little ripple and start living from a place of calm and strength. This kind of not caring is a form of freedom. It's a way of protecting your energy and choosing peace over chaos. When you practice this art, life becomes lighter. You stop getting tangled in things that don't serve you, and you create space for what really matters: joy, connection, and meaning. When you finally let go of the need to control every outcome, you open the door to freedom. Freedom from fear. Freedom from endless what-ifs. Freedom from the exhausting burden of trying to predict the unpredictable. Letting go isn't about giving up. It's about trusting. Trusting yourself. Trusting the process. Trusting that whatever happens, you have the strength to face it. When you embrace uncertainty, you become more flexible, like a tree that bends with the wind instead of breaking. You become more present, more alive, more open to experience. This freedom allows you to take risks, not reckless risks, but the kind that bring growth. You try new things, make mistakes, learn, and keep moving forward. And the irony? The less you try to control life, the more control you actually have over your peace of mind. Because peace isn't about fixing everything. It's about accepting everything as it is and choosing how you respond. Life will always be uncertain. Plans will change. People will surprise you. But when you learn to stand calmly in the unknown, you discover a power no one can take away. The power to live fully, without fear. To care deeply, without attachment. To flow with life instead of against it. This is the art of not caring, and it's the art of living well. So what if you stopped fighting uncertainty today? What if you allowed yourself to stop caring about the things you cannot control and started caring deeply about the things that truly matter? Imagine how much lighter life could feel, how much more peace you could carry. Remember, uncertainty is not your enemy. It's life's way of inviting you to grow, to trust, to be free. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to breathe. Let go of one small worry and step into the flow of life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more reflections on calm living, philosophy, and the art of letting go. See you in the next video.